$13,000 at the cake factory? What are you talking about, Brandon?
What are you talking about? Why are you so mad? First of all, don't use that tone with me, Clark. And second of all, have you seen the cake?
No, I haven't seen it, but sorry, I'm just so annoyed that it always is supposed to fall to the father of the bride to pay for the wedding.
Well, I didn't make you adopt her.
You asked me to! You did! You asked me to!
I asked you to, but I did not put your hand to that paper and make you sign it. I did not make you do that.
God.
So don't act like I did. And you're the one who's all about family traditional values. So get the fuck out of here, Clark. Have you seen it? It's a big minion.
Is it Kevin and Steve and all of the minions, or just like one minion, or?
No, it's just Bob.
Just?
My favorite minion.
Fuck, I don't like Bob.
It was made by the cake boss.
Oh my god. Okay, so that's why it was $13,000. We got to pay for his fucking DUI.
No, we paid for a work of art, Clark. I'm sick of hearing you complain about this damn wedding, but in the meantime, while you're sitting there complaining about it, I need another $20,000.
Oh my god. Hang on. Beverly, I need my antacid. I need my baby aspirin. My heart's acting up again.
Your what?
Baby aspirin! My baby aspirin!
You need 10 aspirin?
Sure, yeah.
Here.
Oh.
Here's some water. Drink it. Don't eat. Don't chew it, Clark. We've talked about this. You don't chew pills. You swallow.
But if you chew them, they kick in a little faster. At least that's what I read in a Stephen King book.
That's for hard drugs. You don't need to do that with aspirin.
I was so scared. I thought my life was flashing before my eyes. My heart was going thump, thump, ba-dump, dump, but skipping every other beat.
What's got your heart thump, 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 thumping?
Brandon needs $20,000 more in addition to the $13,000 for the fucking chocolate minion.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? You're the father of the bride. You're supposed to pay for the wedding.
What do you mean?
That's what I've been saying, Beverly. Thank you.
Baby aspirin.
Here's some more.
Oh.
You act like that's a lot of money for you, but I've seen you spend $600,000-$700,000 just in house upgrades that honestly we don't need.
Whoa.
What's with the guillotine room?
It's a threat. It's there to be threatening to our enemies, to all of the people in the Goat Island jail. It's a threat. I mean...
So you're gonna invest all this money in a guillotine room, but you can't give me $20,000 just so I can put some nice crystals in the center that I saw on Pinterest?
What?
It's gonna be a big party. There's lots of crystals.
Oh my god. You're telling me this is for crystals?
Well, not just any crystals. They're crystals made out of marbles that some guy on Etsy makes.
Brennan, we have access to some of the most beautiful caves. Undiscovered, beautiful, wonderful caves, unexplored by anybody, any human or goat alive, full of beautiful, rich crystals, and you're going to say that we need to spend go to the mines! Work for it!
Well, that's the thing, Clark, is I'm actually trying to save you money because I went to explore Ferdinand motherfucking Gogelin, and he said that if he wanted to explore these unexplored mines and find me crystals, it was going to cost me millions, because ain't no goat dumb enough to go in those mines. Everybody knows that. There's unspeakable evils. So I was trying to save you money by doing the Etsy thing, but you know what? Maybe I'll just put a fucking napkin in the center and call that a center display. Sister Marvel, leave me because I can't plan a wedding.
Oh my god, this has been the most high-stress event of my entire life.
Just write the check, Clark. Brandon, I'll write it for you. My names are on the check, too.
Barely, no. Oh, God, you're already ripping it out.
Here we go.
God damn it.
Lots of people these days don't even know how to write checks, Brandon.
I don't know what it is. What's paid to the order of?
Oh, my God, Beverly, he's not going to be able to. Just you take it down to the bank, and they'll know what to do with it.
Well, I was kind of thinking that maybe we could just give him the cash if he doesn't know how to do the check.
Do you have $20,000 cash lying around?
You are the one who installed the money room, the bank vault. What are you keeping in there? Your porn collection? You still watching it? We said no to the porn clerk.
I know you. Okay, I know. We talked about it with Dr. Talasapi, and he said it was indeed cheating. You and him both teamed up, and you agreed it was cheating. So yes,
Well, if you remember during the session, you agreed too, because you said that you were thinking of you being the one penetrating the men and women that you watch.
Well, of course. I mean, of course. Isn't that everybody's fantasy? Like, to watch porn and say, oh, that's me, that's me?
I don't watch porn because I'm not filthy disgusting. And you know what, Brandon? Here's the check.
Thank you, Beverly. It's nice that somebody around here cares about me and Sister Marvel. And you being her dad, Clark, you and I are going to have some words.
I'm sorry, what? We're going to have words?
Yeah, so we're going to have some words, and if you don't have these words with me, we're going to have some fisticuffs.
What are you going to do? Take me down to your saloon and we'll draw pistols at each other and duel?
That's exactly what I was thinking, actually. I'll challenge you to a fucking duel.
No, I decline the duel.
If I win, you got to give me everything that's in your pockets right now. If I lose, you don't got to pay for any more of the wedding.
You want genuinely what is in my pockets right now?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you got tons of good collectibles in there, like your credit card.
If you say so, Brandon. I mean, no, it's not in good faith. Look, all I have in here right now, lint.
I can't believe you tried to trick me. You're such a bastard, and I think you're gross for watching porn, too. I would never do that to Sister Mom. I can't believe you do that to Beverly.
I don't anymore. Look, we're not getting into all of my problems. Brandon, I'm sorry to say this, but, the wedding is already way over budget. I just have to say we have to limit it. You have $50,000 more. Now, I think that is way more than generous.
If I got $50,000 more, then just write me a check for $70,000. Damn, why are we just beating around the bush right now? Come on, write it.
Well, if I give it to you all at once, then you're definitely going to spend it. I'm just saying, that's kind of the hard limit.
Well, I guess now's the bad time to bring up the fact that Brandanopolis has crumbling infrastructure.
Oh, no.
We got bridges that need rebuilt, Clark.
Brandon, hard fence.
I'm gonna jump in here for a second. Brandon, you just built Brandanopolis. How do you already have bridges that need rebuilt?
Some of them were built with fucking Legos and toothpicks.
I thought the Legos would be a good idea.
You didn't interlock them. You just put them all side by side. Anybody who's a Lego master knows you got to interlock them.
Well, sorry, we can't all have Lego masters on our parts of the island, you bastard.
Brandon, I'm sorry. Any official talk we have to establish this now has to go through the council. Now, just because I'm going to be your father-in-law does not mean we can talk about business or politics. We've got to go through official channels. Now, you don't want to be impeached.
How can I be impeached? This ain't no democracy in Brandanopolis. You're the one who said that the federal government of Goat Island would give Brandanopolis its state rights and its city rights. Dumbass don't even know his own laws.
Beverly, did you pick up that he said it's not a democracy in Brandanopolis? Because that kind of was a little red flag to me.
Yeah, I heard it, but I mean...
What? What? You think just because they're retarded and old and disabled, they don't deserve to vote?
Well, they don't know who they're voting for. They think Brandon's doing a good job. His approval ratings are through the roof.
I think he's doing a good job, too. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying Goat Island is a democracy, isn't it?
Yeah, I was appointed.
You were.
So, I'm kind of got this gig for life now.
Oh, Supreme Court style. Okay.
That's what... I don't know where all this sass is coming from, Clark, but I don't really like it.
Whoa, oh my god! I'm so fucking tired!
Hi, Sister Marvel!
Hi, baby, give me a kiss!
Come here. Let me pick you up. Oh my god, you're looking so beautiful.
Do you like the bow in my hair?
You ain't got... Oh, is that a wig transplant you got? Are you finally got hair, Sister Marvel? Oh my god, you look so beautiful!
And it's modeled after Priscilla Presley!
Ever since they watched that movie, they can't stop talking about it.
It's ridiculous. You get one streaming right to a major motion picture about Elvis, and it's all anybody on the island can talk about.
You don't want me to like dress up as Elvis, do you? Because I don't like the action that he does with his hips. It kind of makes me a little uncomfortable.
Oh, it's very sexual. It's overtly sexual. Even Forrest Gump's mama thought that.
I heard he died on the toilet.
Oh, he definitely died on the toilet. He was taking a big shit and it ripped his ass and he bled to death and died.
Clark, you hear that? That's what's gonna happen to you if you don't stop popping in baby aspirin and you don't start writing them checks.
Oh my God, he's talking about my baby aspirin habit. Fuck, okay.
I think you should be clear and honest with how your feelings about all this in front of Sister Roland so she can know how her dad feels about her special day.
What? What's wrong with my special day? What's wrong with
Your dad don't want any of this to happen. He said he's done giving us money.
Daddy? Daddy, what do you mean? Daddy, I don't want much. I just want the most beautiful place on Big Red Penis Island. I just want all the beautiful crystals. I want my beautiful hair done. I want to get my body waxed. I want Brandon to get a haircut. I want to do that. I want to do
Hold on.
this.
What?
What?
You want me to get a haircut? There ain't no way in hell I got my haircut. I've been growing this for 12 years. I'm trying to get goat dreads.
Well, hang on. I'm not talking about, like, say, getting naked. I'm just saying, like, just, like, getting a little trim. Clean it up a little bit.
No, I told you, Sister Bob, I'm going to have cornrows for the wedding, and then I'm going to dread it after I get the cornrows out, after it's all matted and gross and I haven't washed it in, like, 2 years.
Well, okay. You did say that, and that's why we need the $15,000 for, the hairstylist to do all that to you. Because you got lots of hair.
I agree.
So, Daddy, why can't we have $15,000, Daddy?
Oh my God, just because I adopted you, Sister Marble, it was a legal thing. So you could still call me Clark if you wanted. And
Why would she call her dad by his first name? That's weird.
Yeah, that would be really weird, Daddy.
Really impersonal and just strange that you'd make your own daughter call you Clark.
okay, whatever. Call me whatever you want. But look, we're at $3.1 million for this wedding right now. It's the most expensive wedding I've ever even heard of. And I am simply suggesting that we should stop at $3.15 million. Now, that's my final offer.
$3.5 million and we're good.
Okay, so you want... Oh my God. That's so much more money than I'm offering, Brandon.
3.5 is not more than 3.15. Dumbass.
Brandon... Okay. I know math is not my strong suit. Trust me.
Cough up the fucking money.
This is being very aggressive.
Clark, Daddy, listen, I'm already working as many jobs as I can do. I'm working at the food craters, and then when the food craters are closed and they're regrowing the grass, I work at Dr. Claymanside's office now as a secretary. And when I'm not doing that, I'm a bus girl down at the diner.
I hardly ever see her anymore because, we thought that when we got married that she'd be like a stay-at-home wife sort of deal. But unfortunately, you ain't giving her enough money to sustain that kind of life, Clark.
Do I have to pay for all of the things that you just want to do in your day-to-day life?
Oh, not mine, Sister Marbles. I got a job that pays me very, very well.
Well, Sister Marble, honey, you should work too, right? If Brandon is working, he's the mayor of Brandonopolis.
She's a fucking marble! She's been working her whole life.
My mama made me work since day one. Day one. When Sister now made me think she made me work from day one too.
That's all she's been doing. She was a fucking slave, and all you want to do is put her to work 4 fucking jobs just so she can afford a wedding. You know what, Sister Mama? I don't think he loves you, and I don't think this is a good environment for you. Do you want to come back to my place?
Well, I want to, Brandon, but it's the night before our big day, and you're not supposed to see the bride and the groom before the day of the wedding. I'm very traditional in that sense.
I know you are, but can you at least put yourself on my penis, just so I can feel something?
Of course, maybe. I'm gonna run all over it. I'm tracing the nuts.
What?
There's small and shriveled up because they don't work, but I'm still shriveling them. Whoa.
Clark, you've got to do something about this. They can ask for money all they want. They could literally have all the money they want. Just get them out of here.
I never want to see that again.
I'm nutting.
Oh my god, I love when you nut. It's so clear because it don't got no sperm in it. It's just like water.
Just like I'm pissing on you, right? Hold on.
Oh, now you are pissing.
Okay.
What the fuck?
You two are fucking disgusting. Ew, we'll give you $3.5 million. Anything you don't use, Sister Marble, you can live on. Okay, so that's the deal.
Okay, I'll take it.
That kind of sounds like a good idea, Brandon. Maybe we could go somewhere cheaper to get your cornrows done.
Alright, I'll do it myself then. That's fine, I guess.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking, like, if we save $15,000, like, that's a couple months and I don't gotta work.
I just wanted that gay guy from TikTok to do it. It costs a lot of money to get someone over here to Goat Island, especially from the mainland. We gotta take all the measures to, like, hypnotize them and make sure that they don't remember coming here and,
It's nice that the Magic Man has been so helpful with it. We've had a lot of cool visitors. I love the Shania Twain concert.
Yeah, but I think that maybe he's bleeding us dry, because I feel like it can't possibly cost that much to get these people over here.
You're telling me he charged me $3.2 million for that Shania Twain concert. But don't worry, we made so much money. So much money.
That was absolutely worth it. That was worth it.
And your alcohol sales for Brandonopolis were through the roof.
Everybody loved the Shania Twain concert, and, frankly, I think we should bring her back here and just keep her.
Oh my god, I think so too. I would love to be able to run around and sing with Shania all the time.
Man, I feel like a woman.
Hell yeah!
That was a good song when she played it.
Oh my god, I know. Feel the wild I do when
Okay, guys, alright, yeah, we'll have another Shania Twain concert if you just shut the hell up, please.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head back to Brandonopolis on my private copter, Sister Marbles. I'll see you at the wedding, sweetheart.
Come here, baby, give me a kiss. Look into my beautiful eyes. This is the last time you'll see me until the altar, baby.
Don't be touching yourself thinking about anybody else but me, baby.
I always think about you when I touch my own pussy. Whoa. Tomorrow's my big day. Whoa. Can't wait to walk down the aisle. Whoa.
Hey!
Hello?
What's up, little marble dude?
Oh.
Long time no see. Give me Nux.
Hey, Barry. Next. Hey.
What's going on, dude? How you feel about the wedding?
Oh, you know about the wedding? I haven't seen you in so long, DG.
Nancy Sox has been talking about it all over TV, unless she's fucking lying about that too.
No, I mean, it is true. I mean, we are, the wedding is tomorrow,
What's like a high-profile little marble like you walking around here without security?
what are you, you're standing awfully close, DG. What are you doing?
No, dude, I always stand this close to you.
Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe you just seem like you're a lot bigger, like maybe you're a lot closer. I'm just...
Nah, dude, I'm not, no, like, dude, you must be, get my fucking, come here. Get her.
Hello and welcome to MOATAIF. We're back, folks. It's another episode. Can't believe DG has kidnapped Sister Marble. What a shocking turn of events.
Yep.
You'd almost think we didn't come up with it right before we started recording, but it's still shocking when you hear it play out.
I really could picture DG looming over Sister Marble. It was a really scary image, especially because DG, I picture him to be a big guy, a big old chunker.
Oh yeah. I picture DG to be the same way. Kind of. I'm sure he'd be really menacing to Sister Marble too.
Right.
Like so far, like I don't think she's ever like felt threatened by him until recently.
Mm-hmm. All these recent events.
Until she can clearly see that he could overpower her.
Mm-hmm. And now she's
scooped her right up
in the trunk of his goat ATV, and he's not a good driver. I mean, she is in danger.
Especially if he's been drinking.
Mm-hmm. She is in danger. Prayers for Sister Marble. I think Sister Marble is so beloved between the two of us that I feel like there's nothing that's ever going to happen to her.
I don't think so.
You never know. It would be a true... It could happen, but I think she's pretty much guaranteed to have a happy ending in some way. A peaceful ending.
Yeah, but there could be some tragedy in between there. There really could.
Oh, for sure. And it seems as though it might be starting right now, you know? I mean, damn.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wish I could outline all of this in the MOATAIF Wiki. But, folks, there's a, you know... listen, I know that for the majority of the time that the AustinZach00 Wiki existed, it was just really for me. I mean, you know, there were times throughout its existence that we all edited it and added the stuff to it and created created pages. And I remember starting it all the way in fucking literally 2012. And we've been adding articles to it ever since, and, you know, just documenting stupid shit. That was where there was a master list of what all of the bonus clips are and where, you know, because there are so many times in our history where we've wanted to know, you know, wanted to rewatch a bonus clip at the end of one of the old videos, but had no idea what.
We just can't remember what they are. Yeah, there's truly no way of really knowing.
Right. And there's truly, you know, there was a whole article on there that detailed every single bonus clip that existed and what, you know, a short description of it and what video it was in.
Yep, gone.
That's some good information to have, you know. I mean, that's some interesting, and, you know. And by the time we started doing MOATAIF again, it's really become, or it had really become, the MOATAIF Bible, so to speak, the show Bible, where, you know, especially in this revival, we've tried to maintain continuity, so to speak, and without the MOATAIF wiki page and the list of all of the characters that have ever appeared, I know for a fact we would have like 17 more characters named Steve. Because for some reason we always want to name them Steve.
Yeah.
But starting to keep this list and being like, okay, who is that? Like, you know, it's really helped maintain the world. And now I feel like there's a lot more references that we've made since then about things that have happened because we remember more things because of the wiki.
Yeah, 100%. It's a good resource. Maybe we should explain what happened, though.
For sure.
Because I feel like I don't even have, like, the full story.
Yeah. So, for years, we've been documenting, you know, maintaining this thing. Literally since 2012. And the other day, I don't even know what I was doing. I got on the wiki because I'm telling you, especially since MOATAIF, it's become just a site that I would go to. And I would just look at all of the information. I would just scroll up and down the page and I'd just be like, look at all these characters. You know what I mean? I'd click on somebody and I'd be like, look at all their appearances. And so I'm looking at it and I'm like, wait, on the side it shows you like pages that have been recently updated. And it was like, it said like the most recent page update was something like the page for season 7 of AustinZach00. And I'm like, hey, what? And I looked below that, and it said it was edited by somebody named Ed Fan TV Dinner. And I looked at the next couple ones, and all of the recent pages that had been edited were these, like, obscure, random pages that what? I mean, the only pages that I've really been editing in the last 2 years have had to do with MOATAIF. Very few other things have been edited on the page. I was so confused, so I clicked on it, and I'm like, who is this? What is this person? And the most frequent thing that this person was doing was going to every page that I had created on MOATAIF. And while I was censoring, sometimes a character would come up and I would quickly make a page real quick, you know, Marcus. And then I would say Marcus is who Marcus was, but I wouldn't make the whole page just so that way I could remember who these people are. And that so that way I knew it was a complete list of all the characters. And so sometimes it would be like, Sister Virginia is a character who in Sister Knows Cult, she was voiced by Zach Roberts, would be the whole consistent of the art, of the whole page. Mm-hmm. And for whatever reason, this guy would go through Ed Fan TV Dinner and for probably 20, 30 pages, hyperlinked, anything that had another page on the wiki. So you would hyperlink my page for characters that I voiced, hyperlink your name, your page for the voices that you linked.
Creepy. I'm
like, this is really weird. And that's when I started to text you about it, because I'm like, something weird's going on. Somebody's editing our wiki, and it just and I mean, that's the point of wikis and fandom. I'm old enough to remember that when we started the wiki, it was on a site called Wikia. Now Wikia is called Fandom. That's how long we've had the wiki. So Fandom.
Can you see other fandoms he's edited?
No, I couldn't. I think because I was accessing him through the AustinZach00 Wiki, that it was only showing me that. But maybe if I found his, it's weird how it works. But I wonder if I found him on Fandom, if I could see other fandoms that he's active in. One thing that was really weird was that he changed some wording on the page for Warren Davidson, the character, who is also a real-life politician. There was an article, I was explaining on the Warren Davidson page, because it was pretty much finished, with all of his appearances, everything he contributed to the show, the few times that he appeared.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of a small character, but...
And it said something like, at the debate for the congressional hearing, he talked about his conservative values. And Ed Fan TV Dinner added to that, which bored the entire audience to sleep. Now, I don't remember that happening in the episode, so I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he's just talking about the real person. But seeing him add that made me think, well, is this person a fan of MOATAIF? And so then I kind of started getting interested. I'm like, okay, maybe this person is somebody that likes this content, which would be exciting to know that person exists. I mean, we even talked about using this episode as a plea to Ed Fan TV Dinner, that if he is a fan of MOATAIF, that we would like to meet him and have him on the show, and also to see what the fuck he was doing. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen because, after I saw this, I noticed that there was something really strange that he did. And Ed Fan TV Dinner had completely re-edited the Corey Foister page, also at the same storyline, same election, all that, and had completely changed the Corey Foister page to display as Warren Davidson, even though it was its own completed...
Why would he do that, though? I'm so confused.
It doesn't make any sense. I have no idea. He changed the name from Corey Foister to Warren Davidson and literally copied all of the stuff from the other page onto it. Random as hell, really confused me, and that's when I was pissed. I'm like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Now he's a griefer. He's not a fan. He's a griefer. I'm thinking, oh my god.
Yeah.
So I figure out that there's, you can go into the history of a page and then undo everything. So I got it all back to where it was supposed to be, the Corey Foister page, and I tried to look up to see if you could just make a fandom private. So it's not private, still accessible, but not editable. No, you can't. But the only thing you can do is lock certain pages to be only editable by people you give access to. So I updated the Corey Foister page to be that, and I, labeled the reason as edit warring or something like that, because that was the only thing that made sense. And I thought that was the end of it. So I went to the Ed Fan TV Dinner page, and I just left him a little note on his wall. I said, hey, please stop editing this wiki. Hey, please stop editing this wiki. I can't remember exactly what I said. Please stop editing this wiki. Adding a hyperlink here or there would be fine, because obviously that stuff didn't bother me. But changing entire pages and deleting information and all of that kind of stuff, that's, please don't do that anymore.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And I said the last sentence was do not edit this wiki anymore, please. You know what I mean? So I didn't think anything of it. I kept checking every couple hours to see if he responded, just because I was kind of nervous to see what he would say or if other things had been edited. But nothing happened. Never heard anything, and I'm like, okay, like, you know, whatever. Ed Fan TV dinner, he heard the message. So then a couple days go by, don't think anything of it. I had access to the wiki and looked at it and had no problems with it after that. I go to take a shit, and I went through my usual habit. I mean, I'm telling you, I'll just go sit on the toilet, and I'll be like, let's look at Sister Carissa's wiki page. I don't know why. The same information, it's the same, nothing's changed, maybe like one episode appearance, but I just liked to look at it. It pleased me to look at. And I logged into the page, I clicked on it, I had it fucking bookmarked on my Safari that I could just open Safari and click right on it and go to the wiki. And it says, this wiki has been closed. I'm like, what? I'm like, hang on. This wiki has been closed.
So it's a few hours after you messaged him?
It was a couple days. It was like maybe 2 days. But I had used it in the interim. It was like maybe the next day at the shortest. But at first there was no issue, so I don't know what happened. So I'm like, okay. I thought maybe it was an error, so I kept refreshing it. When it wouldn't load on my phone, I just thought, oh, well, this is probably just like maybe something with my phone. And I tried to pull it up on the computer, but no, it still said the same thing. This wiki has been closed. And I'm like, what the fuck? Instantly pissed. I'm like, oh my god, Ed Fan TV dinner got, like, literally closed my wiki after 10... What? You know, I'm thinking maybe did he, like...
Report it or something?
Yeah, or, like, did he request it to be closed? I'm like, what the fuck? So I clicked on the links at the bottom of the... You know, it's like, if you think this was an error, click here and read, like, the closed wiki frequently asked questions.
Yeah, I'm reading those now.
Yeah. And it said, like, the only ways it would be closed is if it violated community rules, if you requested it to be closed. But even then, they said, like, they would try to get somebody to adopt the wiki. And shit like that. I'm like, okay, well, none of that happened. You know, I'm like, what the fuck? None of that happened. So I sent a request. I sent an email to the contact team, or the support team, and I said, hello, I've been editing and maintaining a wiki for a podcast/YouTube channel, and it randomly got deleted for seemingly no reason. Could you please reopen this wiki? I don't see any justification for this, as the wiki did not violate any community rules and is updated weekly, sometimes daily. I've been curating this content for many years, and I would like to at least have access to it. So the next day, actually no, it's a couple hours later, George from Fandom Support, whose photo is fucking Captain Kirk from Star Trek, says, hello, thanks for contacting us. The wiki was closed due to it containing a variety of offensive content, including slurs, personal attacks, and overtly sexual content. These are all against Fandom's rules and resulted in the wiki being closed. So I didn't respond to that at first. I do have a response to it, but I didn't respond to that at first, and I'm like, well, what the hell? I mean, yeah, there's obviously, I mean, like...
I don't know how you're questioning this.
Well, listen, no, I mean, there is no overtly, like, there's no racist content on the wiki at that point.
Yeah, I don't think there would be any slurs. I don't know where he's getting
That's
off
what I'm
of that.
saying.
Sexual content for sure. Offensive content for sure. Incestual content.
There were characters named the retard and the Jew. Like, maybe that's what he's talking about.
Oh, that's a slur. Yeah.
But listen, what? It may... Like, so then I started getting, like, really infuriated. I'm like, this is censorship. This is fucking censorship. These motherfuckers are censoring me. And also in their terms of use, it says something about, like, public people or something like that. And there were a lot of people in the MOATAIF universe who are real people. And so there are pages like for Adam Sandler, you know, but it's only information that relates to MOATAIF.
Yeah, but he's a character in the universe.
Right. And I was so infuriated.
But then, even then, Adam Sandler's role in MOATAIF was to promote incest.
Right, and it was... Right.
It's like, I kind of get where they're coming from, if that's their terms of use.
I guess, but come on. It's an adult community.
I think at least throw it back up just so we can save all the content.
Right. I mean, it's explicit, sure, but I mean, what? So you can't have a character... I mean, okay, listen. I get it. You're not supposed to have a character named the retard. He doesn't exist anymore, but he did. You know what I mean? And listen.
Right. You can't just pretend he didn't exist.
This show is an explicit comedy show that has always been a little offensive and partially over the edge. That's not necessarily justification for everything that we've said on this show, but I think a character called the retard on a show called The Retard and the Jew is so obviously a joke. You know what I mean? Maybe offensive, but that's the point. It's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah.
Crybaby little pussy libtards are having issues with the content on the MOATAIF wiki. So I know there was nothing worse than what I would put my name to. And I think you know the kind of stuff that I would put my name to and what I wouldn't at this point in our life.
Yeah.
So I was offended. I mean, I get it. I do, to a certain extent, I get it. Yes, they ban sexual content, sure. And it's definitely got a lot of sexual content. It's based in incest. I mean, that's like one of the prime motives of the show is incest. I mean, you know, sure, you know, and you could weigh that all you want. Sure. So a couple days go by, but the wiki still says, as it's closed, it says, I took a screenshot, this wiki has been closed. You can retrieve your content if you like. If your wiki has recently closed, it may take a short period of time for the files to be generated. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, I'll just take this content and I'll go somewhere else.
Right, that's what I was thinking.
Or at least I'll save it to my computer. I mean, hell, I still find the information valuable. So after a couple days and after looking through forums and frequently asked questions about this sort of closure, people were saying, you know, from the time that it closes until, you know, after 30 days from the time that it closes, these files will be deleted. So, you know, if you want the files, you might have to reach out to support to get them in sooner. So I just said, could you tell me how long it usually... I responded to George the next day, and I said, could you tell me how long it usually takes for the files from the wiki to be generated for download? I explained the message that I saw, and I said, I just want to make sure that I don't miss the window to download these files, as some of the information that's contained on the wiki could only be found there. I felt like that was the simplest way to explain it. I mean, and there are some like digital assets, like all of the photos for like Survivor and Big Brother and all that stuff. Some of those files are only on the wiki. I mean, they were only because I deleted them off my computer. I'm like, oh, they're on the wiki. I have most of them, of course, but some are now basically gone forever.
Yeah.
So he said, George responded about 20 minutes later, and he says, we do not plan to provide a download for this wiki, given the serious issues with the content. Sorry. Apologies for the misleading closure message. That's a bug, which is on our list to fix.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So they're saying it's that egregious that they won't even let us download it?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say. I can't stress how much of them... Yes, there were like 150 pages on the MOATAIF, on the AustinZach00 Wiki. I can't stress how much of that content was completely non-offensive. Completely...
Yeah, very matter of fact.
Yeah.
That's how it always read to me, just very matter of fact. This is what happened, this is who this is what they relate to.
Right, and everything, I mean, even all of the old pages, like for like season 1 of AustinZach00, nothing could be controversial about that page. You know what I mean? Most of the pages were for mundane things that nobody could be offended by. Even the pages for like Big Daddy Riding Dirty and Can't Get Enough of Your Love, like, didn't say anything offensive. So I really was offended. I was deeply, I'm like, to my core, I feel like that was some true overreaching censorship, because it's not like, we had a character called the N-word or anything like that. No references to stuff like that. So if they're really that offended over like sexual content and like simple slurs, it's like simple slurs. Listen, I know calling somebody the retard and the Jew is offensive. Yes, I'm willing to say that.
I just don't feel like, I feel like the retard and the Jew might be the slurs that they're referring to.
Yeah.
But I feel like the content of MOATAIF is probably what they had an issue with. I wonder if EdFan TV Dinner was like he probably was some sort of rat.
He must have been.
Did he spell it just like that, EdFan TV Dinner? Because I'm trying to look up accounts places named EdFan TV Dinner to see if we can find him.
Yeah, it's all one word, but each word is capitalized. EdFan TV Dinner. Yep.
What the fuck? I can't find any mentioning of him, Googling.
It's weird. It's weird, and it's like, did he only exist to create chaos in the AustinZach00 Wiki? Because he fucking did it.
I can't believe they won't even give the files to download, and the fact that he'd be like, "This is a serious infraction."
Right. I want to be like, could you specifically tell me? But I don't want to know. I mean, I don't want to hear it back. But it's like, I don't know. It really, I'm like, are people really that fucking ate up? I mean, listen, the company Fandom is based in fucking California. So yeah, I mean, they probably are that fucking ate up liberal yuppie type to, you know, even begin to, you know, we're not Joe Rogan's like misinformation type podcast. We're not making overtly disgusting, you know, racist or you know, any, like, we're not like making, it's all comedy, even like the porn and the sex that happens on the show. When Mira Pose pegs DG's ass, yes, you can tell what's happening, but the whole time the audio that I found is some big nasty fat man getting his ass pegged, and he farts every few seconds. It's funny. It's not in any way, yes, it's overtly sexual, but if you're offended by that, you're a fucking child. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that offensive.
Are we not allowed to have explicit content in 2022? Is that really what it is?
Well, I guess it just has to be tasteful in their eyes.
Well, that I like that it's distasteful. I think that's what makes it's so absurd.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's what makes it fun.
Right. It's so fucking absurd, and I mean, in a lot of ways, it's I love the fact that the show is so absurd, but then like real life events sort of lend it. You know, it's kind of like the classic saying, like, art imitates like what the people view the world as, and I mean, I totally view the world as a chaotic shit hole right now, you know what I mean, to a certain extent. And MOATAIF absolutely reflects that not in a legitimate, not in a conscious way, but I mean, if somebody were to listen to it in an artistic view, I think it does do that.
Yeah.
And to be censored is really offensive. So yeah, I mean, I looked into alternatives.
So we'll never use Fandom again. I won't even access the website.
Fandom is done. Fandom is fuck Fandom, fuck EdFan TV dinner, fuck George at Fandom support. You're all a bunch of liberal yuppies. you're all a bunch of pansies, and I hate you all. And also, you know, we can't not pour one out for the AustinZach00 Wiki. That was 10 years of dedicated content management.
Yeah.
A database of information.
That's a real fucking tragedy. They won't even let us download it.
I know. It's truly heartbreaking. And so in my mind, and I'm so sad because like I had just gotten all of Clark/Artie's appearances cataloged, all of Brenda's appearances. That was like a true feat.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, everything felt like I had created so many pages for all these random ass characters that had always just been a name. I'm like, who the fuck is Emily? You know what I mean? And finally, as I'm listening to an episode, it's like, I'm Emily. I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Now I know who this is. Devastating blow, devastating loss. And now, I mean...
You know what? It's not even on the Wayback Machine. There's no snapshots of it.
Oh,
you can't even find any moment of it.
That's
history.
A gut. It's history. That's disgusting. Oh, my God.
You know what? And even, I want to say this too. Fuck anybody who's ever said, once you put it on the internet, it's on there forever. Never get it off. That's bullshit. We've lost tons of shit on the internet.
Absolutely.
Just gone.
Absolutely
fucking gone.
I wish that was the case and that you could go back and access either the AustinZach00 Wiki or some of our lost content.
Yeah.
The True Hollywood story of Hannah Campbell's death or Gail's killing spree or any of that lost media, but we'll never see it again, just like we'll never see the fucking AustinZach00 Wiki. So now I feel like I have to go through and fucking at least get the lists of all the characters back, because that was the most beneficial thing that we had, you know, keeping track of the characters that we were creating.
Yeah, we're gonna have to either like host our own website or like start like a Telegram channel or something. Like we're gonna have to go to the fucking back alleys of the internet for this.
Right. We're going to have to do it on the Parlor. You know, shit like that.
Well, the good news is that Spotify, at least, I mean, when everybody was trying to cancel Joe Rogan, they kept him on.
That's true. They did.
Seems like they really... I mean, they're based out of, like, Sweden, so they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. They care about free speech, at least, apparently, in fucking Sweden.
They really do, yeah.
And so, you know, God bless Spotify. For now, we're still here. We're still, you know, making our content. And, you know, we're also on YouTube, you know, where YouTube could totally flag some of these episodes based
YouTube
on
would take this down in a heartbeat if they knew about it.
Exactly. And they don't. But when they find out, maybe it'll be gone. But, you know, I've now at least... You know, with the closure of the wiki and the loss of all that information, I'm really thankful for the AustinZach00 archive, because at least if anything in the future ever happens to YouTube and they just go, okay, we've deleted everything, we're done, we've closed, I don't foresee that happening, but if it did, we've got all of our videos backed up, every video we've ever made, even the ones that are privatized. So, I mean... that feels good. You know, we're not ever going to lose that content, but it makes me feel strange to think we could lose a platform to share it.
I can't believe we've been affected by this.
I know.
Cancel culture has really affected us.
I know. And maybe it's a long time coming, because, listen, I mean, we were controversial figures, but fuck. I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
My First Amendment rights have been violated, folks. But what can you do? You just gotta mourn, and you move on. You make a list on in your Word document, and someday you'll get a website to publish it. But until then, folks, you rest in peace and you stay moat.
Yep.